Good day, ma'am. Our topic is all about instrumental music of famous musicians in the modern period. During the 20th century, there was a vast increase in a variety of music. Mass market gramophone records are developed in 1892 and radio broadcasting. A phonograph are called record player instrument for reproducing sounds by means of the vibration of stylus or needle following a groove on a rotating disc. On early phonograph players, a technology invented in 1877 which was not mass marketed until the mid of 1990s. Gramophones enable a much wider range of the population to listen to music performances of classical music symphonies and operas that they were not able to hear live. The 20th century saw dramatic innovations in musical forms and styles. Composers and songwriters explored new forms and sounds. They used of altered chords and extended chords in 1940s era, the bebop jazz. Bebop or bop is a style of jazz developed in the early to mid 1940s in the United States. The style features compositions characterized by a fast tempo, complex chord progressions with rapid chord. The development of powerful, loud guitar amplifiers and sound reinforcement system in the 1960s and 1970s permitted bands to hold large concerts where even those with the least expensive tickets could hear the show. Composers and songwriters experimented with new musical styles such as genre fusions, the late 1960s fusions of jazz and rock music to create jazz fusions. As well, composers and musicians used new electric, electronic, and digital instruments and musical devices. In the 80s, some style of music such as electronic dance music genres such as house music were created largely with synthesizers and drum machines, allowed musicians and fans to travel more widely to perform or hear shows, which increased the spread of musical styles. Further advances in audio technology was rise to electronically produced sounds. Ultimately, many composers agree that all sounds, even noise, can be considered form of music. In the modern period, the defining feature of modern music and modern art generally is the breaking down of all traditional aesthetic conventions, thereby unleashing complete freedom in all aesthetic dimensions, including melody, rhythm, and chord progression. Development of audio recording technology, along with the ability to quickly and cheaply distribute recordings and scores, was central to the evolution of modern music. The vast catalog of Western art was became more accessible. Moreover, non-Western music was suddenly open to exploration, thus exposing Western composers to countless exotic musical ideas. The first modern period artist is Archie Claude Debussy. Debussy was born on August 22, 1862 in Saint-Germain, France, the oldest of the five children. Debussy showed an early affinity for the piano, and he began taking lessons at the age of 7. In 1884, when he was just 22 years old, Debussy entered his cantata L'Enfant Prodigue, or The Prodigal Child, in the Prix de Rome, a competition for composers. He studied the music of German composer Richard Wagner. Wagner's influence on Debussy was profound and lasting, but despite this, Debussy generally shied away from the ostentation of Wagner's operas in his own works. He heard the Javanese Gamillion musical ensemble composed of a variety of bells, songs, metallophones, and xylophones, sometimes accompanied by vocals, and the subsequent years found that Debussy incorporating the elements of the Gamillion into his existing style. Claude Debussy spent his remaining years writing as a composing and performing his own works internationally.